Desiree's expert knowledge of the Almiscan culture and the techniques of its master craftsmen have helped her determine this is a fake. It is subtle. Only a trained eye could spot the difference. Really? Really? Are you sure that only a trained eye could spot the difference here? Oh my goodness. What's up, guys? This is Motordaffodil64, finally bringing you part 2 of The Sims 4 Jungle Adventure. I apologize that it's been a while since I've actually added to this Let's Play series. I've been kind of enraptured with Wonder Child, and I also recently finished playing Doki Doki Literature Club, which took up a lot of time, energy, sanity, and is still going to take quite a bit to edit. So hopefully either you've already seen the newest Doki Doki Literature Club video, or you'll be seeing it fairly soon, and is just in the process of being edited right now. So last we left off, these guys had discovered the Almiscan Temple, and they'd basically finished exploring the whole thing. Found all the treasure chests and all that. Now they're just finishing up excavating these final dirt piles before they're going to leave the temple. I'm not 100% sure when their vacation ends specifically, so I'm thinking they'll probably still have some time to explore other parts of the jungle. I think there's still a couple gates that we haven't gone through yet, so that'll be great. And it looks like Lucas just hit level 5 in archaeology. That's perfect. Alright, these guys have... No, you're not doing sit-ups, Lucas. These guys have one more dirt pile within the temple to excavate. And then once that's all done, they'll be finished with the temple for the time being. They can leave and let the place rearrange itself. Another thing I didn't realize in my last episode, and I feel like an idiot for not even thinking to check, obviously you can buy an archaeology table at home from build and buy mode, but you can also just click on one of the vendors outside the cantina and you can buy one from them. You can buy an archaeology table and it goes right into your inventory to use and place whenever you want, and I cannot believe I didn't think to check that last time. I feel like a numbskull. So next time they go to stock up on supplies, they will be definitely picking up an archaeology table. At least Desiree will have one for sure. I don't think I'm gonna need one for each of them, at least not right now. Glad these guys have been getting along fairly well, doing lots of hard work together, and you kind of have to have a decent, friendly relationship with one another, especially if you're like traveling together and having to, you know, work together on such important projects all the time, and basically they're staying at the same place even if Lucas sleeps on a cot outside and Desiree gets the one bed. They have to be friendly enough with each other. Oh, and it looks like Desiree has gotten the Salvadoradian culture skill, which is good. That's something she will need to work on. I know Lucas is more focusing on the culture skill, and Desiree, of course, is the archaeologist. But I think it's good for both of them to have both skills, especially Lucas needs to learn the archaeology skill because he is an archaeologist's assistant, and there's quite a few things that he needs to do with that skill, especially while they're in Salvadorada. While these guys are excavating, let's take a quick look at where we are with their aspirations right now. Lucas needs to achieve level 3 in the Salvadoradian culture skill. Hopefully that won't take too long, and he needs to find another area off the path. And I believe there's a couple of gates that aren't going to be sealed for this first vacation. I think there's a few we can actually still get through this time around, so that'll be perfect. And let's see, for Desiree, she's already reached level 4 in the archaeology skill. She has to survey for a dig pile and authenticate 2 more artifacts. Those are both very easy to do. I'll have to make sure before they leave too that Desiree, I don't know if she already did, but I left a skull artifact. Okay, she already picked it up. Don't want to be leaving anything behind in the temple, especially when it rearranges itself, because we won't see it again. Probably won't take too much longer with this pile, so I think I'll start working on queuing up some different jobs for them to do once they're done in the temple. Lucas, I believe there's another tree of emotions out here. Let's have him harvest that. I know we have a ton of the emotional berries, but never hurts to have more. And I've already looked through, and there are no more dig piles anywhere in the temple. There's none on the top floor, and there aren't really any around here. I know we could survey for more, but don't really need to do that at this point. So let's quickly look over into the actual jungle proper. And yes, there are 2 gates that we can still access on this trip. We're going to start with this one. So after he harvests that tree and is done excavating, he's going to clear the path with his machete. And Desiree, once she is done, I thought I saw... Yes, we're going to have her collect any resources from these two crystal rocks here. Oh, it looks like they're already done excavating that site. Awesome. So they'll both be leaving the temple. Once they're both out of that area, the door will probably lock on us and we won't be able to get there for a little while. I don't know if you can visit the temple twice in one trip. Hopefully we'll find that out by the end of this episode, because that would be great to know if we get to actually visit the temple twice and see two different layouts in one vacation. That would be amazing. Perfect. It looks like Lucas has just reached archaeology level 6. He can now find more artifacts from dig piles, and he can establish an excavation site. Perfect. So it won't just be Desiree that's turning these into excavation sites. And it looks like she picked up a ruby earlier and an alexandrite. There's the ruby, of course. And yes, Lucas would definitely want some headphones. It'd be good to have some music to listen to while he's jogging away. Alexandrite. Ooh, and it's a rare one, too. It looks like Desiree is all done. I had her also set up another excavation site. I guess I can have her start to work on this one. Once Lucas will be out of the temple fairly soon, and then he will harvest from that one tree, and then come over here to start hacking away at the vines to this gate here. Just looking at Lucas's inventory here, we did pick up a couple mythic relics. Mystic? In that last excavation site, he got a Tote Kalama relic and a Chaos relic base. So I'm not 100% sure how the Mystic or Mythic, I can't remember what they're called. I don't know how those relics work. I know you put the pieces together and it completes the relic, and you can also put a refined gem into part of the relic. I don't know what they all do, so we're going to be discovering that together in future episodes. Speaking of which, it looks like he's just about to start hacking away at those vines. We'll get to find out what sort of area is over here. I haven't really gotten a chance to explore too much of the jungle, so it's going to be fun to see all of these secret areas that you really have to explore the jungle in order to find. Here we go. Mysterious pedestal. Nestled in the jungle is what looks like an ancient pedestal of some kind. On top is a shiny treasure, clearly placed there as an offering. It's just there for the taking. So should Lucas take it or leave it behind? He could take it. Higher Salvadoradian culture skill leads to better results. I think he's only at 2 or 3 right now. And he could push it off with the machete, but that consumes the machete, and that's the only one we have. You know what? I do want to try and go for the relic, so we are going to push it off with the machete, because I know for a fact just trying to take it will not work out. The area around the pedestal looks pretty sketchy, so Lucas decides to keep his distance. He nudges the treasure with the machete and notices that it's sitting on some kind of pressure plate. He deftly swaps the treasure with the machete. The treasure is all his. Fantastic. And he's discovered a new area where there's fire shooting out, and that's terrifying, but it doesn't look like he's caught fire. That's very lucky. And is this what he just got? Surfer Hematite Gold Perica. Wow, I cannot speak. Alright, so there's like this little pond area where there's some fishing, and I see a treasure chest. Oh, and it's one of the fancier ones. I don't think Lucas has gotten to open a treasure chest yet. At least I don't think he has. So we'll have him call dibs on this one. And I don't know if there's any new fish that came with this game pack, but I think I'll have him do a little fishing regardless. Let's see. He gained some simoleons and put some adventure gear and a mystical relic, that's what it's called, in his inventory. Ooh, he got something new. Plasma bat bait. Awesome. And he got a death relic base. Oh, that's not terrifying at all. I actually think Desiree might already have one of those death relic bases. We'll really have to figure out what all the different relics do when you can combine them. I wonder if you can disassemble them and try them on different bases, or if they're like, once they're assembled, they're stuck. I don't know for sure. Oh, Jesus. Is that it? Oh my gosh, there's an alligator in there. That's not terrifying at all. Luckily, I know for a fact this game did not add death by alligator in the game, so I know we're going to be safe. I honestly don't know if that's an alligator or crocodile. I don't remember what the difference is. If anyone here happens to know the difference, maybe let me know in the comments below, since I am clearly ignorant of these very large and very toothy reptiles. Reptiles or mammals? I think they're reptiles. I don't know. Desiree's still working on that one excavation pile. When she's all done, I'm going to have her join Lucas in this little area. There are some metal and fossil rocks around here. I'm going to have her dig up. Uh-oh. Looks like some bees are swarming her, but she has a plan to logically and calmly remain still until they leave. Hopefully they will leave Desiree unstung. Okay, good. That is a relief. I guess we can let that one go for now and have her join Lucas in this pond area. I think I did see some other ones. Yes, I did. I think these are both fossils. We'll have her dig those up. I think there's one more over... Yes, there's one that's a crystal. We'll have her dig that up as well. And then I think she needs to survey... Yes, she has a survey for a dig pile, so I'll have her do that right there. Because I've already checked and there's none in this area that are already present. Plus she needs to survey for this part of her aspiration. Uh-oh. More bees. Quickly considers his options and settles on using the Gosmania pollinus flower. It was advertised as a way to keep bees distracted. Time to see if it works. Okay. He's putting his travel gear to use. Perfect. Looks like Desiree has found some baconite, and Lucas has not been stung, which is awesome. All right. Looks like the only part he has left of his aspiration here is to get one more point in the Salvadoradian culture skill. He's already found a new area off the path, which was this pond, lake, area, place thing. I know what things are called. Desiree's already found some limestone. It looks like we're getting pretty lucky by means of discoveries so far. At least in this episode, we've been getting pretty lucky. And also with Lucas getting poisoned and then it not being lethal, that was pretty lucky as well. So yeah, so far these two explorers have been very, very lucky. Even the little butterflies in this game are pretty. Oh, she got another Alexandrite. Very cool. And now she can survey for another dig pile. I think I've still got Lucas fishing. Eventually it's going to tell him that the fish are too crafty in this area for him and he'll have to give up. But who knows, maybe he'll catch something in the meantime. Let's see. Oh, there we go. She found a dig pile. Let us establish an excavation site there. Once Lucas is done with fishing, he can help her out. Although it looks like both of them need to work on their needs a little bit. One good thing about this Let's Play is it is not a challenge, so I can cheat. Yay for cheating! Cheating is very fun in this context. As I suspected, the fish in this area are a little too crafty. He didn't end up catching anything. That's okay. They can work on this next dig pile and see if they can pick up any more artifacts. Once they're, the only thing is, I know Lucas really, we wanted to get into that other area, but we no longer have a machete to chop down those vines. So I'm thinking maybe after we finish with this, after we finish excavating this dirt pile, I think I'll have these guys head back to the cantina and see if there are any other vendors out and we can grab some more supplies. A little supply break is probably a good idea for these two. I haven't gotten any warning that they're close to the end of their vacation yet, so we might as well have them keep working on stuff. Oh, and it looks like Desiree got another mystical relic. It is mystical, right? I've already forgotten. Oh no, what is my problem? I can't remember things. I would not be cut out to be Desiree's archaeological assistant. I can tell that much. Looks like she's fairly close to the next skill point too, which is exciting. Oh, and he found something called a Balampalso relic. I think that might be another mystic relic. Let's take a look here. Ooh, it is. Very nice. We're doing very well with the mystic relics. That is just plain lucky, isn't it? Maybe we should call this beginner's luck because it's their first trip together. Might just be. Oh, there we go. Archaeology level 8. Desiree can now share her archaeology expertise with other Sims by writing an archaeology book on the computer. Yes, she's 100% going to be doing that once they get back home. She's like a professor, after all. She'd be required to, do her research and, of course, to write it down. And might as well publish it if we can, right? So yes, she will definitely be writing an archaeology book once they get back home. With that dirt pile all excavated, I've sent these guys back to the cantina, and it looks like it's happy hour. I think the first thing I'm going to have Lucas do is get a happy hour drink, because why not? They're kind of sort of off the clock now. Let him get a Espuma Agria. And let's take a look and see if any vendors are out. It doesn't look like any are here at the moment. There's a couple supplies just kind of sitting here, but no vendors yet, which means we can't buy an archaeology table. We can borrow this one for the time being. It looks like she wants to refine a crystal, and for her aspiration, she needs to authenticate 2 more artifacts. So let's find some that haven't been authenticated. We did a knife last time. Let's do an Amiskin statue. Oh wait, I can't pull it up there. I have to actually go in and authenticate artifact. We will do the statue next. And while Lucas comes over and gets a drink, I think I'm going to have him chat with the locals a little bit more, keep working on that culture skill. I don't want him to be chatting too much with the bartender because they'll be occupying him. I think this is the dancing guy from last time. It is, because we already know him, the guy with the very, very smooth moves. I can't wait until Lucas actually gets to learn some of those moves. He's such a big, bulky guy. Seeing him with doing that kind of Latin dance will just be, it's just plain hilarious, let's be honest. He's going to attempt the salutation again and ask about the jungle. Yep, don't forget your drink, Lucas. Or just pick it up and then sit down again, because reasons. Yeah, he's really got to work on that salutation. Well, it's a work in progress. Desiree is she's basically just kind of gotten started here. Let's see. Plasma bats swoop down from the jungle canopy at all hours of the day. Scratches, bites, and guano will ruin your day. Pack a plasma bat bait box to distract them. If you have a high enough fitness, you may outmaneuver them. I know Lucas has some fitness skill. I don't know if it's high yet. Awesome! He just reached the culture skill level 3. Lucas has started to perfect that local salutation and has developed a taste for the local food. Lucas has unlocked new Latin guitar songs. Very nice. Maybe I should have him learn a little guitar at some point. Ooh, and it looks like one of the vendors has arrived. Let's see, there's some more. Ooh, more spider. Is that spider repellent? The fire quencher. I think he might already have some of that in stock. But yeah, if there's any, and I have this is the, insulation powder. We've got that. But if there's any more spider repellent, I should probably get some of that. And there is some liquid rush, which I should buy a few more of those. I don't think we have a ton left. And I think he already has one of those statues, if I remember correctly. Yes, he does, in different colors, so we don't need any more of those. And we can talk to the vendor directly and buy, it's over here, buy archaeology table. Yes. And then we're going to also try a Salvadoranian introduction with this guy. He's still sipping away on his drink there. That's nice. She's just about done with this statue. I hope it's authentic. We haven't gotten into any forgeries or fakes with regard to relics yet, which is pretty interesting. I'm wondering what the fakes even look like. All right, let's have him keep working on that culture skill. Let's attempt the local salutation again. Maybe we'll be, we got to keep working on it, get better at it, slowly but surely. I think he might have just nailed it. Determine this artifact is genuine. Good job, Desiree. It's kind of cool looking, I guess. Let's have her put that in her inventory, and then she needs to authenticate one more for her aspiration. I'll have her do that now, too, really quick. Authenticate artifact. We did a skull, we've done a knife, we've done a statue, and that's pretty much all she has. So let's do this other knife here for now. Would be kind of nice if we got some more vendors showing up, so we'd have a little more variety of things we could buy, because we still don't have a machete, which blows. Could really use a new one at some point. Oh, hold on. Oh, it says this guy's a vendor. He doesn't have a stall yet, but he does have a thing. Looks like now that Lucas has drunk Espuma Agria, he can now make it at home whenever he wants, though how tasty it is depends upon his mixology skill, which I believe is 0 at this point, because he has not been required as part of his job to make Desiree any drinks yet. She doesn't really do much in the way of drinking as of this moment. So yeah, it's showing he's a vendor, but he doesn't have, he's just kind of standing there yelling and doesn't have his own stall right now. So weird. If you don't see what you want, check back later. Our inventory changes a few times a day. Well, maybe you could actually open up one of your stalls so I can see what it is you're going to be selling. Machete would be awesome. I think we've got more of those flowers that we used on the bees, but maybe another one wouldn't hurt. Desiree is still working away. Heaven forbid she takes a break. I don't even think she really knows what fun is. Let's be honest there. Oh, one thing I think I'll have him do to work on his culture skill is view this again. Let's have him show respect, and I'll have him view the statue once more. I don't know what showing respect looks like. Oh, that's kind of nice. Keep working on that skill. It is definitely going to be needed. I'm pretty sure with that skill you can learn the antidote for lethal poisoning from the locals. He's got to have a high enough skill and be trusted enough in the Salvadoradian community for that to happen, though. He's not quite there yet. I think he just hit level 3, so it'll be a little while. Speaking of which, because he completed the last bit of his aspiration, he's got some new stuff to do. He has to defend against 2 natural dangers, achieve level 5 in the Salvadoradian culture skill, and assemble a mystical relic. I think we'll save the mystical relic stuff for when they're actually back home. I really have no clue what any of the mystical relics do yet, so we'll be finding out together. Hopefully nobody will die and the house won't end up collapsing all around us. Just gonna have him keep learning more and more about Salvadorada, keep asking this guy different questions, ask about the Amiscan ruins. I will double check with his exploration supplies, see if there's anything else that we need. I did have one of them purchase the archaeology table already, right? I can't remember who did it. It was probably Lucas. From time to time, an unfortunate Salvadoradian gets cursed. We know what to do, and I'm going to share that tip with you. Visit the statue of... God damn it. It hasn't gone away. I'll just have to read it again in a second. These are all the exploration supplies that we could potentially buy, but I think we have basically all of these. I'm a tiny bit tempted to get Lucas a guitar, but I think I'll be fine for now. We'll get him one when he gets home. Visit the statue of Madre Kosha in front of the cantina. With a generous donation, the curse can be removed. Interesting. And then there are many things in the jungle that can poison you. We have developed a cure, but it requires bone dust to make. If you find yourself poisoned, bring a pile of bone dust to any local to trade for a poison antidote. Interesting. Okay, so I didn't think you'd be able to learn about the antidote so quickly. I wonder if you can only get the antidote when you've been poisoned. Like, it's not just a thing you can always ask for. That's my guess. I actually do not know for certain. I am going to look through his options here and see if that's possible, because I don't think it just has to be a vendor. And it looks like the last artifact Desiree has worked on turned out to be genuine, which is awesome. Let's take a look at... No, whatever you're doing, stop it. Just make sure she puts this in her inventory. And let's see what else she has to do for her aspiration now. She has to establish 3 excavation sites and find and authenticate 5 excellent quality artifacts. That might be a little tricky. Just a lot of the stuff she's excavated so far has been of poor quality. This one's excellent. Of course, I couldn't have saved... I didn't know I'd need this, so I couldn't have saved that one until later. Oh, well. I haven't found the option to buy the poison antidote yet. I'm wondering if... I don't think it's under exploration supplies. Hopefully it will be soon as he develops his skill a bit more. He really wants to get to level 5 for this part of his aspiration. What is Desiree up to? Please tell me you're not going through the trash. Okay, no, she's picking it up. Yeah, that seems like a thing she'd probably do. Yeah, she's not really a trash rummager. Lucas might be. But yeah, she just sees the can knocked over, so she goes over and picks it up. How nice of her. So we haven't really gotten lucky with the new supplies from different vendors. Like, this guy's here, but he is yet to actually set up his stall, which is a pain in the ass. Is he leaving? Or yeah, he is. Dang it. Alright, so we didn't really get too lucky with buying new supplies. We no longer have a machete, which means if we want to actually go through that other gate, Lucas is gonna have to pick through it with his hands. Poor bastard. I think we've basically done everything we really need to do here because we can't get any more supplies, so maybe we will just go back to the trailhead and head back into the jungle proper. We did buy an archaeology table. I wanted to make absolutely sure of that. So yeah, since we can't get the other supplies we need, I suppose we can head back into the jungle and try to get through that gate. Here we are back at the trailhead. It is pretty much, yep, it is midnight right now. Gonna have these guys go through the gate here, and then they're probably gonna have to walk a tiny bit through the jungle here and cross the bridge, and then go through another gate to get to the jungle proper. I'll have Desiree quickly harvest from that avocado tree, and then they can both go through this gate together. And then they'll be in the jungle proper, as I call it, where it's the much bigger jungle area where there's more to explore and to discover and dig up and all that fun stuff. Alright, here we are. We want to have Lucas open up... Alright, we went through that one already. Okay, so let's go through this gate, and he's going to have to clear the path with his hands, poor guy. Oh, I do feel really bad for having to make him do this, but we don't have another machete. We just don't, and the work's still got to get done. This is part of the grunt work that I'm sure is in his job description. Maybe it's in fine print, but it's still a part of his job. Poor bastard. At least he seems keen right now, heading right over to the gate. And yeah, now he's going to be having to clear through the thing with his hands. He is most definitely going to hurt himself in one way or another, I am sure. And I have Desiree just excavating another little site here. Might as well work on it while he's going to take a while to have to dig through the vines for that gate with his bare hands. So she might as well get a little more digging done. Poor guy. Yeah, this can't be comfortable in the least. So at the cantina, it was kind of cool that we now learned the purpose of all of this bone dust that we've been collecting. You can actually use it to kind of trade for the antidote for the lethal poison, which is great. I think he has to have a higher Salvageradian culture skill in order to obtain this antidote, but it shouldn't take too long now. Like, he's been definitely working on it. He's already at level 6. It looks like Desiree has just found some more ancient bone dust as I've been talking about this. Oh, that was level 6 of archaeology. He is almost at level 4 for Salvageradian culture. He is so close. You probably can just talk about Salvagerada with Desiree one time and he'll have the right skill level. Both of them have the flirty mood lit now because they went by the waterfalls and they are both feeling the falls. I think it's funny that that's a little romantic spot. While we're looking at that flirty moodlet, I was just kind of thinking, how cool would it be if you brought a couple here for vacation, like a newly engaged couple, and then had them take engagement photos in front of the falls? How cute would that be? Those would be so nice, especially if you're, hanging them up around their house. That would be adorable. Might just have to make that happen in some way and at some point. I think that music means, yes, Lucas has made it through this gateway. Let's see what this gateway has in store for him. Hopefully nothing too horribly dangerous, like instant death. Oh god. Carnivorous vines. I shouldn't have said anything, I jinxed him. Lucas is having a really enjoyable hike in the jungle when he suddenly hears a sim screaming a short ways off. He sprints in the direction of the screaming and finds a sim that is being menaced by a carnivorous plant. What should he do? Grab sim and run, create a distraction, higher handiness skill, which I don't think he has, and he can't confuse the plant with spider repellent. I think he's got to grab the sim and run, the distraction's not going to work. Oh, I hope this is successful. The poor meta sim seems to be frozen in fear. Lucas jumps in, grabs the sim's hand, and starts to run. After a short sprint, they both slip at the same time and slide down a muddy slope. They're both relieved to escape the carnivorous plant, but they're both completely filthy. Ooh! Travel to the Amiskin Royal Baths. Heck yes! And yes, Desiree will be coming with us. Alright. Discovered a whole new area here. Let's check this out. Here we are. So these are the Amiskin Royal Baths. Oh, look how cool! It's like a parrot or a cockatoo. I'm not sure exactly which one they were going for. Probably either one. Maybe a toucan? Probably not. Still, that looks really cool. I wonder if anything special happens if you swim in the eye. Probably not. I'm probably thinking a little too much about it here. Yeah, looks like we've got some other plants here. This is another tree of emotions. We'll have Lucas go through that. Looks like he did hurt his hands from having to do all that digging and muddy slide. Poor guy. He's just been through a lot this whole trip. There's a little dirt pile there and a little bush that can be fertilized if need be. Actually, he should probably go and do that right away. And you know what? After having injured his hands, he could probably use a little bit of a break. So what I'm thinking I'll have him do is, after he has fertilized this bush here, I do need him to get through this gate. But first, I'm going to have him swim in the Royal Baths because he's an athletic sim. He does enjoy swimming. So I think I'll have him just, take a quick dip in the pool, a little, after midnight dip, and swim around and do some laps. And it looks like they both have an energized moodlet. Sprightly Springs. Just being near these natural pools puts a spring in one step. That's kind of cool. As for Desiree, aside from eating one of those instant grilled cheese things, because, yeah, she needs one of those. Oh, almost clicked on the berries. Here we go. Eat grilled cheese, ready to eat. And then I'm going to have her... Oh, she is not holding that archaeology table. Lucas is. So I'm going to have him pass that off to her. And then I'm going to have her set it up and then maybe work on authenticating some more artifacts while she's here. She will definitely go and excavate that site, but one thing we really want to have her working on a bit while she's here is some of these artifacts, because we are holding on to a crap ton. Not just Desiree, but Lucas has quite the collection as well. And I think she needs to find a certain number she needs to authenticate 5 excellent quality artifacts. So holy crap, that's a lot. So let's go for the mask. Hopefully that'll be an excellent quality one. And Lucas is just harvesting that tree. He's going to go fertilize the bush and then do a little swimming because he deserves it. This is sort of a vacation after all, even if it is a working trip. Of course, Desiree is all about work. She's not even really looking at the pools aside from, observing them and being amazed by the thought of the Amiskans actually, more or less, not really creating these pools, but, this part's obviously man-made. Before I have Lucas hop into the royal baths, he's actually getting a bit hungry too. I hope he has some of that grilled cheese left. He does. He's going to eat that, and then he will go and swim laps. She's still authenticating away. He's just eat his grilled cheese, and now he's going to do a little bit of swimming. Oh, it's very nice. Just the two of them. They have this massive natural pool all to themselves. And Lucas is just going to enjoy doing some... Assuming he's going to swim some laps and not just be stuck in the corner. He is weird. Swim energized laps. Even better. There we go. Yep, there he goes. I was going to say, you shouldn't just be stuck in the corner. You have the entire pool here. It's a fairly large-sized pool.
Oh.
Yeah, she really doesn't know what fun is. He's enjoying the natural pools, and she is, working away. What else is new? I think before they leave, too, I should have Lucas pull out his camera and get a picture of the actual, bird head. If I can have him maybe standing about there, it might get a fairly good picture. At least let's hope so. I still feel bad that he injured his hands. It looks like pain is almost... Looks like he won't be feeling the pain for too much longer, which is good, because then I should have him... Oh, yeah, we'll wait until his injuries are gone, and then he can start working on clearing out this path. I feel so bad that he doesn't have the machete anymore. Determine the artifact is genuine. Awesome. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, you don't need to go and view. Ooh, it's pretty. Ooh, and it's an excellent quality, which is awesome. All right, I think I'll have her authenticate another one while she's here. Authenticate artifact. We'll go with the statue. Okay, and I believe his hands are no longer injured to the same extent, so now we will have him clear a path with his hands once he's done swimming laps. We're not going to cut his swimming time short. I gotta say, he looks pretty good in a swimsuit. I mean, look, even his tush is adorable. Is it bad that I'm objectifying the Sims that I have personally created? That's probably not a good thing.
Proud.
He seems to be okay with the compliments. And when she's done authenticating that artifact, I should probably have her fertilize that bush as well, because her bladder needs are getting to be a bit high. It's going to be gross to have to walk in there, but necessary evil. Holy crap. Desiree's expert knowledge of the Amiscan culture and the techniques of its master craftsmen have helped her determine this is a fake. It is subtle. Only a trained eye could spot the difference. Really? Really? Are you sure that only a trained eye could spot the difference here? Oh my goodness. I am still keeping this because that is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, counterfeit something statue. That is so funny. Yeah, she's really got to go. I think this archaeology table is in her way, so I'll have her put that back in her inventory, and then she should go and fertilize that bush ASAP before she wets herself in the jungle. That would be not good. Just realized I probably should have had Lucas put his exploration clothes back on before he started trying to, work through these vines with his bare hands. He could easily end up cutting his arms or his chest. And he reached level 2 gardening for having to break through those vines. I guess that kind of makes sense that would be the gardening skill. I kind of thought it would be fitness. And I guess even with the machete, it would technically still be gardening. It's kind of like trimming a hedge. So I guess that skill point allocation does make sense, even if it is a little humorous. Looks like she's gotten a bit hungry as well. I think between the two of them, though, they only have one more grilled cheese left. So I think I'm going to cheat again and have this improve their moods. Let's make her happy. And I'm going to have her establish an excavation site. Oh, I know I saw another dirt pile. Here it is. She can always survey for more too, but for now we'll just have her establish this excavation site. Looks like, plasma bats. The winged horde set their sight on Desiree. If only she was a bit more fit or had some plasma bat bait to distract them. But alas, there's nothing to be done. But hope the bats move on after a few nips. Crap, that sucks. Yeah, he got the bat bait box. She did not. Her fitness isn't so good. Of course, if I hand it to her now, it's not going to do anything. I will still hand it to her, though, because, again, his fitness skill is at least present. And she doesn't have any, so let's hand that over to her for the future. Okay, she does seem okay, though. Yeah, plasma bat attack, so yeah, she's fine. Didn't poison her or anything like that. I don't know if the plasma bats do that. I think they just take some plasma and then go away. Who knows? I don't know to what extent the plasma bats can really bug you. Oh! I think that music means he has made it through the gate. Awesome, and we'll see what's behind this gate. Don't want to jinx it. Oh crap. Quicksand! Lucas stumbles and drops his bag of personal effects. Plop! Right into a patch of quicksand. Should Lucas reach in and try to get it or let it go? Oh, higher logic skill. He doesn't have logic skill. Crap. Maybe I should have Desiree start going through these gates first, if that's even possible. I don't know if it is. Oh, I don't think quicksand can kill him. I don't want him to let it go. And he can't use machete, obviously, so I'll just have him try and get it. Lucas grabs a nearby stick and tries to identify the edge of the quicksand. He nearly falls in, but catches himself at the last moment. Fortunately, the stick accidentally pushes the bag further in and it's lost forever. Lucas is angry about losing his bag forever. Crap. That does, in fact, suck. But we've reached a new area, so let's take a look. See here. Cool. It's kind of like a, not really a maze, more of a garden area, sort of. This is very nice. And it looks like there's some local plants here. Black bean bush. Let's definitely harvest those. That's, I think, avocados. Yes, we'll get more of those. And what's this one? Plantain. Yeah, I didn't think it was another tree of emotions. I think this is one, though, so we'll definitely harvest that. Let's take a look around, see what else is here. Usually there's a different treasure chest in each of these areas. Might just have to do a little bit of searching for it. Oh, here it is. It's like it's a regular one. It's not the fancy kind that give mystical relics, but I'll still have Lucas go ahead and check that out. There we go. It looks like Desiree's just finished establishing an excavation site. I'll have her go through the gate and follow him and maybe survey, try to find another dig pile, and she can set up another excavation site. I love this. I love the symbol here. I think this would look really cool at the base of a pool. I wonder if you're able to place this at the base of a pool. I think that would look awesome. I love like the freezer skeletal bunny. So awesome. And I should probably have Lucas change back into his explorer clothes, because as hot as he is, we can't have him just wandering around in his bathing suit this whole time. Alright, Desiree's here now. Let's have her survey for another dig pile. Lucas is gonna go open up that treasure chest. Let's see what he finds. He took an artifact and some adventure gear. Very nice. Alright, let's see what he's got. Ooh, good. Spider repellent. And an unauthenticated Almiskin statue. Very nice. So I don't think there's a ton else that can be found here. There isn't another gate or anything. This area is so cool, though. I really like it. I think he might... Can he survey for a dig pile? No, he can't yet. I was just thinking it'd be great if he could find another one. She could, you know, establish an excavation site, and then I think that completes the 3 she needs for her aspiration. She has found this one, though, so I'll have her establish an excavation site there. Lucas is getting hungry. I'm gonna help cheat his needs there. I honestly thought for a second that this was a beanstalk. Is that bad? I have no idea why I thought that, but that's totally the first thing that popped in my head. Yes, there's many of these trees, and I still thought that one was a beanstalk. Oh dear. Okay, she's gonna establish the excavation site. Oh, I think there's another tree that we have not harvested yet. I'll have him do that, and then he can help her with this excavation site for the time being. Turns out I was wrong. It looks like Lucas can survey for a dig pile at this skill level, so I'm gonna have him do that. And she's just finished establishing that dig site. So let's see if another dig site pops up while he looks. Oh, no, he didn't find one. Damn it. Yeah, Lucas looked high and low, near and far, but failed to locate a dig pile. Maybe the Almiskin deities will look fondly upon him next time. Well, now they can both work on excavating this specific site. And I think I actually am going to end this part here. I know these guys are getting close to the end of their vacation, but they're not quite there yet. I'm fairly sure it doesn't take too long for the Almiskin temple to reset, so we might get a chance to visit the temple a second time before this trip ends. So hopefully that's what we get a chance to do next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and feel free to leave a comment down below, and maybe even consider subscribing for more of my videos. That's all for now. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.